Well, geez, Mario. I guess it really do be like that sometimes.
I'm really glad no one was here for that. The poor single soul that ends up watching the VOD later is gonna be, in for an annoyance. How you nerds doing? Welcome to video games. I really don't know what I'm doing. Unless I'm wrong, my plan from last time was to head to these two, shrines. The ones I've starred. Because a blood moon happened, meaning that snowballs respawned. I tried to go to those earlier. They both entail you throwing a snowball at a door to open it. I failed on both counts. I used up all the snowballs. And they don't respawn until a blood moon happens, which happens like every 2 weeks of in-game time, which is really great. So we're gonna head there to those respective things. Let me go ahead and mark this as a... Why did I mark the red one again? I don't remember. I guess we'll head down there later. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna set that to a blue beacon. We're gonna head out. I did some editing earlier today, and by earlier today I mean directly before the stream. The video I'm working on seems like it's going to be relatively decent, but it's unfortunately going to be for a very niche crowd, so it's not really going to be a breakout video or anything. It's a video essay about One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, so like, what's that? Who's going to watch that? It seems like it's gonna be good though. It's just coming along very slowly because I haven't had motivation to edit. Today's editing session didn't get much done, but it was more than I expected, and I didn't feel fatigued while doing it. Because that's the thing, if I edit for a ton, I get fatigued and fed up with it, as you would expect with any job-esque thing. Yeah, it's looking to be all right. I'm basically rambling to myself until someone shows up. And until I get to this shrine. This is gonna be a weird-ass entrance. But despite originating in Leninism, do you think Hitler and Mussolini were vanguardists and employed vanguardism in rising to power? I don't actually know the definition of vanguardism, so I don't know. Do elaborate. Being someone who claimed vanguardism was exclusive to Leninism and leftist ideology and called me an idiot for thinking otherwise. Cool. It's probably something I know what it is, but I don't know it by name. Nice bow. I don't think I need that, do I? No. But also, hi Thomas. You're right, that is a weird-ass entrance. Vanguardism is a strategy where the most class-conscious and politically advanced sections of the proletariat or working class, described as revolutionary vanguard, form organizations in order to draw... Ow! Yeah. Yeah, I know what that is. There's manifestations of proletarian political power against its class enemies. Well, I'm not super well versed in Mussolini's rise to power, but yeah, I'd say Hitler did so. Not as simple as lol figurehead, but I think it'd be pretty applicable to fascism as well. Yeah, at the very least, Hitler. Like you don't need to be like actually leftist for that to apply. You just need to have the appearance of leftism. There was a reason the party was called the National Socialists. It was trying to get the working class to rise up and organize around specific issues. It's just that those specific issues weren't exactly leftist ideals. So yeah, I'd say that's vanguardism. I think it's stupid to think that. Okay, stupid to think that that could only apply to leftism. Even then, I'd struggle to call Lenin, at least in his later days, an actual leftist. So, reason he was called the Nazis. That's what I. Yeah, no, fucking that's dumb. That's a dumb argument. This person claimed to have read Marx as a Marxist, so he knew what he was talking about, despite you being an actual socialist and him being it. That's great. Great. Clearly, he knows what he's talking about. Okay, we're gonna make a second attempt at this. Let's see how many snowballs there are. And are they back, first of all? I assume they came back with the blood moon. Okay, there's 2. One of his points is, well, Hitler didn't fulfill his 25 points when he got into power, so he's not vanguardist. Yeah, vanguardism, at least from what you gave me, is a method of rising into power. That's not something you continue to follow whenever you're in power. Anyone can co-opt progressive and leftist language and use that as a way to get people to support you. At real Barack Obama. Okay. We're gonna have some fun here. We're gonna have some fun. We're also gonna lose some health while having fun. Because I can't have the flame blade on or it starts melting the, snowball before it does anything. Okay, here we go. Why didn't it work? Why didn't it work? And there's only 2 of them. Oh, fuck. Let's go for the tiny one. It's not gonna do anything. Shit. Okay. What's wrong? Why is this not working? Why is that not working? What? Okay. I want that to be farther. I want things to be as close to the edges as possible to ensure a smooth transition. That's about as close as I'm gonna get it. Okay. That's probably the best I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually die out here. Pretty much jumped in when a liberal jumped in and said Hitler wasn't a vanguardist, he was just a charismatic leader and exploited the working class. That's what Yeah, that's what that is. Assuming I'm not missing anything. Second guessing for a bit if it was really was exclusive to Leninist terminology, but yeah, I've actually read Marx, so I should know what I'm talking about. Pretty much gave up when. Is there anything political sciencey you've thought of recently at all? Not that I can think of off the top of my brain. My brain hasn't exactly been the most active since graduation. I've been playing Doom, so the bulk of my thinking has been, wow, did you know capitalism sucks? Because that's like a big theme in Doom. Not that it's like super thematically rich and there's a ton to analyze, but it has clear anti-capitalist messages, or I guess corrupt capitalist messages. I doubt they'd go straight up as far as capitalism bad as a whole, but more of an anti-corporate message. But no, nothing is specifically on my mind right now. I imagine I'll have more for you once I start writing my my Vidya essays. The next one will either be, well, once I'm finished editing Cuckoo's Nest and once that's actually like up, next one will be either the Eminem one, which would be more socio-political and kind of just about the place of offensive language in society and that kind of thing. That would be the greater message of the video. I haven't started writing it. Or it'll be about Ronald Reagan and why the GOP fucking idolizes him. Because I really want to know the history behind that, because it wasn't like that when he was in power. So I wanna see the history behind that. Hey Raymond, how you doing? We're vaguely chatting politics. I also watched H Bomber Guy's climate change video today. It's so good. It's so good. I was completely unsurprised by Crowder's shit he presented at the beginning. Oh, absolutely. He's done a similar video about anti-science people that concerned Crowder. It was about Bill Nye and his new show that he did recently, and Crowder had like, oh, it fucking opened, thank God. Crowder did this big thing about how science says there's only two genders and blah, blah, blah. How is it that Bill Nye, the science guy, is suddenly anti-science and blah, blah, blah. I realize I'm making it sound really, really basic, but his take, H-Bomb's takedowns are funny, and it's a good video, and it's like 2 parts. It's like an hour and a half. Crowder's just a part of it, but if you want more along the vein of that climate change video, and you haven't seen the one I'm talking about, it's real good. Got two videos about Bill Nye. That's the Leviathan. I'm dying. Let me equip that. Thank you. I'm alright, and you? Pretty good. Pretty good. Suddenly got more inspired today to actually work on the things I've been saying I'll work on for a while. I actually did some editing of my Cuckoo's Nest video. So I'm hoping to get some more of that done tomorrow, when I get home. And talking about political things makes me realize, wait, I could like work on things. Just one. I watched it immediately after I saw the edited Shapiro clip I retweeted with him bashing down the chalkboard. That's my favorite part of the video. That's such a good fucking clip. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I gotta get a few scripts under my belt, to figure out what actual direction I want the channel to go into. Because why is that a blessing? Okay. Might consider doing some political video essays, TBH. Do it! We're gonna join the ranks of LeftTube! And I'll, you know, throw in some perfect circle video essays too. Donnie was gonna make a video essay analyzing the themes of 13th Step, by a perfect circle, and he said, since I'm probably not gonna do it, I give you my full blessing to do it yourself. So that'll probably happen at some point, I don't know. But I've got a couple ideas, and I know I'm probably only gonna end up making like 4 of them, if even that. For all I know, I am only able to get 1 done this summer, and then college is crazy enough that I never make another video again. But my hope, at least currently, is that I can put out some good and several things. If I were to start, my first one would be definitely on why Trump won in 2016. It'd be a good one. What direction would you take that from? Because, I mean, obviously there's a variety of reasons. Would you take that from, like, rise of the far right in America? Would you take that from, the DNC's failings? And Hillary being centrism bad? There's definitely a few directions to take that. The media's coverage of him, enabling the hell out of him. Wait, where'd the other one go? There he is. Okay, so I got 1 Leviathan. Did it want 1 or all? I really hope it doesn't want all. It's totally gonna want all. There's 3. Need not have the whole skeleton. I'm probably going to deliver it to them, and they're gonna be like, cool! Now I want more. I touch on all of it because those are all reasons for him winning. Coolio. I guess it depends on how in-depth you want to go on each of them. Or alternatively, how long you want the video to be. So you could make like a 2-hour long thing touching on all of them. Or like a 30 to 40 minute one on just one. Or a 30 to 40 minute one touching on all of them in a more of a primer sort of way. Probably wrap it all together in a larger theme of Americans first. There would definitely be a reason. His co-opting of progressive ideals to get the working class to vote for him. With no intention of following them through. Hey, we were just talking about that. It's almost like fascists are like other fascists. Theoretically, I could start all the way back to when Reagan won. Yeah, you could just take it as a, like, greater conservatism's growth since the 80s kind of thing. And this being just the culmination of that.
That hurt.
Okay, I'm gonna bomb arrow those boys. Here we go. Sounds interesting, but it'd be too big for my first essay. Oh, absolutely. I definitely get that. Is this another blood moon? We just had one. We just had one! Like at the end of last stream.
The blood moon rises once.
I mean, alright. That's fine, I guess. I really hope that's what political science class will be in college. I'm hoping. My hopes for my college classes are probably a little too high. I'll probably be disappointed. I'm hoping I don't get one of those teachers that's like, well, part of me does hope, but I'm hoping I don't get one of those teachers that's like so lax that there was one person I talked to whose friend made it through one of her college classes with an A and only attended 2 classes at the start of the year because the professor put up all the lectures online and I guess that's not necessarily being lax. That's in fact going the extra mile. But I don't know why I was complaining about that. I don't know how I was about to turn that into a complaint. That's actually something that's like probably useful. But I feel like if you can get an A in a class without attending a single class and taking part in the actual discussions, then the class is probably too easy, and the teaching isn't necessarily in depth. I think is where I was gonna go with that. Okay, so I did that. Let's go to this one now. No. I want to make sure that when I do start making video essays, it won't necessarily just be stuff that like I'm passionate about and want to talk about, but also things that I don't necessarily know a ton about yet, but I want to learn about. Just things that sound interesting to me, so it forces me to research a ton, as opposed to being like, I already know that, I don't need to research a bunch, and then write a whole script with a few inaccuracies because I feel like I know enough already. Like the Reagan's deification kind of thing. I don't know why he's deified like that, beyond he was charismatic. I don't know any things specifically outside of aspects I already know about his personality. I don't know why the greater trend of his deification started, and I want to learn why. So that's why I want to make that video, because I want to be forced to research that to the point where I'd be able to explain it to people. And who knows, it could end up being a not super super complex thing and not enough to make a video about. Then God forbid I just know about it, whether I was able to make a video out of it or not. I want to use it as a way to make me research things, is what I'm saying. Granted, that really only applies to that example. The other ideas I have kind of are things that I like these, and I want to talk about them and see if I have anything interesting to say on them that hasn't already been said by other people. Like, eventually, if I can fully articulate all my thoughts on why I like it, I want to do a video essay about the themes of The Last Jedi, and maybe maybe convince people that it at least has merit in that regard, whether it's a good movie or not. But we've had that discussion before. But I do want to do some sort of video on The Last Jedi that isn't necessarily just about, is it good or not? Well, that's kind of a lame, not a lame discussion, but one that's been had a lot. Probably because Reagan's commonly associated with the fall of the USSR and a flourishing economy following the economic downfall of the Carter administration. Yeah, there is that. But there's also the... I kind of want to talk about how it's a myth that... Well, I don't want to turn it into an essay completely about trickle-down economics, but I do want to address the fact that, like, a ton of the things that Reagan is credited with were not, in fact, accomplishments at all. Like, oh, trickle-down worked! Yeah, for 4 years. And then when Bush took over, it collapsed. Not because Bush did something wrong, literally because he was continuing Reagan's policies. Because guess what? Trickle-down works short-term, but is an absolute failure long-term. And even then, short-term, it works for, what, the GDP? That's not a good measurement of economic growth. That's a good measurement of business growth. That doesn't at all really affect the working people. Not at all, but, you know, doesn't accurately reflect the situation of the average working class person. Just because the GDP is higher doesn't mean my dad's making more money. That's not how it works. Damn it! Now I'll just make a video essay about trickle down economics and why they're stupid. I'm sure there's more than enough of those though. Is this the right place for? I don't think it is. I think it's around here. Ironic that Bush is seen as the economy bad president, considering he called Reaganomics voodoo economics. Yeah, no, he just happened to be the one who took over when the bad parts of Reagan's economics took over. But that's too complex to actually understand. So he just gets blamed as bad, and Reagan is seen as good. He got us out of the Carter thing. What he not really. Ooh, god damn it! I'm just gonna be a Reagan only video essay channel. Now, I also want to talk about because I don't know the full circumstances behind it, but I do know that the Iranian hostage crisis, the hostages were released on Reagan's inauguration, and that was not a mistake. That was not a coincidence. I'm pretty sure, unless I'm mistaken, the Reagan campaign specifically worked with the Iranians to delay the release of the hostages until the day of the inauguration, just for PR points. Anyone who actually looked deeper into it would realize the Reagan campaign had nothing to do with the release. But to the average nerd, it seems like, ooh, new president, hostages released. Wow, he's working good already. Yeah, that's true. That's what I thought. Depends on whose administration it happens in. No one blames the Great Recession on Obama because the recession happened in Bush's term. Yeah. People don't like to necessarily look at the nuances of what actually caused the thing, so it is just associated with who the president is at the time. Like, if the Great Depression happened as a result of Hoover's economic policies, but those effects didn't take place until after FDR took office, then the Depression would probably be at least partially blamed on FDR. Granted, you could also argue FDR probably wouldn't have been elected president had the Depression not started under Hoover, so. Okay, I need to figure out how in God's name to open this. Take a look-see. Okay, there's this. We can go up here. Granted, how much air do I really... How much momentum do I really need? Can I just bring the snowball here and then throw it? Some conservatives do blame the Depression on FDR unironically, or at least that FDR made the Depression worse, or make the argument that the New Deal really didn't help at all. It was all the war. Yeah, it is accurate to say the war got them out of the Depression, but things were already clearly improving before the war broke out, or before the U.S. joined the war. So, to say the New Deal did nothing, that's just a way to forward your big government bad agenda. The New Deal didn't do anything except make the government bigger. It didn't actually help at all. It was just the war. You're literally only saying that so you can say big government bad. God forbid socialist policies actually did a good thing. God forbid you know, recognize that they did in fact do a thing. Also, what? I didn't set the beacon. I thought I had. Alright, well. No! No! Oh, I see why this isn't big already. That's why this is a problem. This needs to be big. Oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, that's not gonna work. And it doesn't have enough momentum. Or it worked! Fine, make a liar out of me, even though it's a good thing and I should be cheering.
With my feet upon the ground, I lose myself between the sounds and open wide to suck it in.
Why do I just break out into Tool randomly? Someone liked my tweet. This is a show I've been thinking about trying to watch the whole way through, but couldn't last because it has a slow pace at the start. And what would that be?
The Office.
What shows don't have a rocky start? Most shows have some kind of a rocky start. Twin Peaks. Okay. I don't really know much about Twin Peaks beyond Twitter being like, haha. Is it David Lynch that directs it? I think so. Yeah, it's Lynch, director of Mulholland Drive. The only thing I've seen from Lynch. And if it's anything like that, do I want to watch? I don't know. I could watch a movie's worth of mindfuck. I don't know if I want a series worth of mindfuck. So if I had screwed that up, oh, I just wouldn't get the chest. I assume this isn't an essential thing. Yeah, nah. Just, give me an arrow. I will take that. Thank you, sir. Oh no, I gotta shoot the both of them. I gotta do the bofa. How do you break both of those at the same time? Without threefer. Or can I just use one of my threefer bows? No. They're too close together, which generally is a good thing, but not now. I see. I think I know. Would that do it? So if I had screwed that up, would I have to restart and come back in? Leave and come back? Oh, I think there was an arrow on the ground. Okay, I got the two really annoying shrines out of the way. Thank the Lord. There is one right behind me. Let's go to that now. Is this repentance for making virtually no progress last stream? Another show that kind of has a rocky start, in my opinion, is BoJack Horseman. Though, from what you've told me, I assume that it's worth getting through. The Office definitely has a rocky start. I only talk about The Office because it's like one of the only shows that is mindless enough that I don't really have to pay attention to it to get through it, but also is engaging enough that when I am paying attention, I like it. But, you know, I can get through 40-minute YouTube videos with no motivation whatsoever. I saw a tweet from was it Lindsay Ellis, I think, that said basically that. Why is it that am I one of the only ones who has to build up motivation to get through a TV show or movie, but really long YouTube videos, they're fine. Like, I'll watch video essay after video essay, thinking they're not a huge commitment, but I can't get into TV shows because I just never build up the motivation to continue with them because they feel like they're such a huge commitment. I've gone on that tangent before on stream, but there you go, there's the gist of it. That's why I like dumb... I'm not gonna say I like sitcoms, but dumb, vaguely mindless shows like The Office. They're perfect for me to get into because I can just put them on in the background while I'm working on a thing. And yet I can watch video essays, which I absolutely cannot just put on in the background while I'm working. I should just watch watch the Super Mario Bros. Super Show again. That's mindless enough. Oh, the water's cold, isn't it? If I go in, I'm gonna freeze to death. Oh, the shrine is under. That only makes a lick of sense. I don't want to fight these. Not makes a lick of sense, but they would hide it under there, wouldn't they? Wait, why couldn't I? Does it not have enough room to grow under there? Yeah, let's just go for it. Just go for it. You won't die. You won't die. I swear. I swear. Lando Calrissian Shrine. I'm funny. Super Mario Bros. Super Show is a metaphor for the Bay of Pigs. Every episode is one of the... What? Okay, maybe I need to rewatch and pay attention this time. I'm gonna do a satirical video essay about the deep themes of Super Mario Bros. Super Show. Approach it like I would any of my other videos. Really? You're gonna give me a freebie for swimming through cold water, but not for throwing a snowball down a mountain? Neither of those sound threatening, whenever threatening or foreboding or hard when you put it like that. But one of them was really hard, okay? This one wasn't. Another Instagram notification. Someone liked your post. Protester takes mic from Kamala Harris while on stage at event. Oh. Cool, we are at 9 spirit orbs now. Been 38 minutes and I've done 3 shrines. Isn't that good? I'm about to complete a quest. Did I do that before? Yes. I'm gonna teleport to that stable, and then I'm gonna come back, finish up my exploration of the mountains, and then move forward. Kamala Harris, more like I have to awkwardly pause before I say Kamala every time because I'm so used to calling her Kamala. Which I know is wrong, but yeah, nanner. Like you might have noticed when I read that headline. Protester takes mic from Kamala Harris. Just awkward. The Ren stable? Yes, let's go. What? Why is there a stamp there? Because I saw the shrine. Or like, sounds good. Epic. Remember when things were nice and grassy and not hell? No, I guess hell would be Elden. Unless Hebra is hell frozen over. Take? Take what? Give me shroom. Dell update. 3 updates are ready to install. No! Bloatware! Give me... whichever one I promised to you people, right? Really like to see the Leviathan skeleton in the Hebra region. I need... each of you want a specific one, don't you? Please help my other brothers out in the same way. Yep, I gotta get all 3. That's fun. I enjoy that. Okay. Where should I go now? The place I said I was gonna go. Let's head back into the mountains, and we're gonna do some walking. We're gonna. I guess I took this path right here already. Do I need to explore this? I think I need to go through this area. Also, there's something out here. That's probably just counting as the border. Let's head to Purple Land and then to this shrine. Oh, and I need to head over to where that red beacon is. There's still a few spots I haven't quite pilfered. Just for mindless, innocent conversation, I don't know if I've, like, directly asked this. What are you people's favorite Zelda games? What are they? Told you mine several times. And if you don't remember, sorry. Sorry, I told you my 3 yesterday. Favorite will always be Majora's Mask. That's a solid choice, buddy. For those at home, not in the loop, the joke is that's also my favorite. Favorites are, I did say this yesterday, but my favorites are, this, Majora's Mask, and Wind Waker, which is funny to me, because, Majora's Mask is basically the direct opposite of both this and Wind Waker. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Oh, no. I'm gonna die. That's what's gonna happen. Thankfully, I got Mifa's Grace. Oh, no. Thankfully, I got Mifa's Grace. Runs away in terror. Nope. I did not intend to shoot that, but that's how the ball bounced. Thanks, guys.
It is my pleasure.
Motherfucker. I'm gonna die. But I'm like so close that I don't think it's justified to use a healing item. Granted, I guess the argument can be made that I would also like to be in good health after the fight. I missed him. Is that the last one? Well, that was worth all that fighting. There's a shrine nearby, and I don't think I'm gonna fight any enemies before I make it, so. Breath of the Wild came close to beating Majora's Mask, but my nostalgia towards Majora is so strong that it still keeps its spot. Game actually taught me a little bit of how death works when I was like 6 or 5. Nice. Yeah, my main reason is, I would say Majora's Mask beats this one out, though they're both fantastic for, you know, completely different reasons, so I feel like it's kind of unfair to compare them, or to compare them based on, like, their own particular merits, because their merits are so wildly different. But just by nature of how the games are built, Majora's Mask being a much smaller scale game, it just inherently has less filler in it. Whereas this game, because of how big it is, it's absolutely a lot more liable to become repetitive. Since the world is just so big, there's a lot more, you know, just Donnie kind of said it yesterday, a lot more of the landscape is just like pure wilderness that you're exploring and doing the same things that you've been doing all game. Majora's Mask doesn't have the capacity to have that just because it's a completely different style of game. Not that that's a weakness of this game, it's just that I feel like it's easier to become fatigued playing this game because it's so much of the same thing, regardless of that same thing being really fucking good. But I don't know, there's just a lot more. Granted, this is so big that there is also variety, but, you know. I was about to say, there's inherently a lot more variety in Majora's Mask. No, not necessarily. It's just that you come into contact with those different mechanics and different settings a lot faster than you do in this one, inherently. This one's got a bunch of distinct regions, but the regions themselves are so vast, and when you tackle them one at a time, you spend a really long time in each of them. Whereas Majora has 4, 5, if you, I guess, yeah, count Clock Town, because that's, you know, the main one, but, you're never really doing the same thing a bunch of times over and over in Majora's Mask. Which is ironic, given that, the game's very concept is, you go through the same 3 days over and over. In a way, I guess you are repeating yourself a ton in Majora's Mask. It's just like, that's straight up how the game is designed. That's the core concept behind it, so they knew how to make it different every time. Or make sure you're pointed in a different direction every time. Cameron just praises Majora's Mask to no end, the movie. I don't think the shrine I'm going for is the one that it's beeping at me for. I think there's another shrine in these mountains. The ones I'm climbing right here, specifically. Rock Uwag Shrine. Alright, and this one won't be a gimme because I did virtually nothing to get to it, but run a long time. Power of Reach. Well, I can reach that. Drill shaft. I've never seen that before. Is that a... It looked like it could have been either a club or a spear. Let's drop this for a second, though I will absolutely get it again, because I literally need it to survive. It's definitely a spear. Use recycled metal to forge this weapon. Tip is made from an old excavation bore, which affords it unmatched piercing capabilities, but it's also really weak. Bye-bye. Actually, I mean, I'll end up throwing this away later anyway, but I do need to get rid of that. There's lots of flamey fire stuff. Now, why does it matter? Well, for one, there's a small key I apparently need. Now, what will burning these do? Because, oh, there's... Okay, I see. Can I set this on fire? I don't need to. I can just knock the thing over. That's good to know for later. Yeah, what a gamer. Is that 10 or is that 20? I think it's 10. That's 10. Therefore, I don't want it. Do I even need to? No. I do not need to move the metal boy. Unless I need to move it elsewhere. To, like, use in something. But I don't think I do. Oh, that's a different room entirely. Okay, what do I need to do to get through there? Do I need to... I need to get up here, maybe? Or... am I able to shoot arrows through there and destroy the, barrels? I am. Yoda, please get out of my ass. Oh god, it hurts.
Sodomize you, I will.
There's my key. Alright. And I guess we're out of here. Technically, a well-aimed arrow would have, not done a thing, actually. I was gonna say, a well-aimed arrow I could have shot over and, gotten that key early. No, there's no gate there. The gate's here. You still have to go all the way through the around part. I'm just rambling like an imbecile, as I am wont to do. Blink. Cool and nice. That one's out of the way. I'm sure there's still more and more and more and more shrines in the Hebrew region. Hard to believe I have only 2 regions left to discover. Well, 1 left to discover, 1 left to explore, because I never did. That'd be the Elden region. But I still have roughly 40 shrines left. You're not gonna die immediately to this? That's new. Usually you do that. Alright, card 8 time again, baby. Getting those minutes of fame in. Oh, that's because you're not an ice Lizalfos. You were hiding under ice. Sneaky, sneaky. Die. Okay. Let's go for I'm gonna head back up here just to see if my shrine radar starts going off again. Because I feel like it was going off enough that there were 2 shrines in this area, not just the one. Also, I didn't really acknowledge you. Hi, Trayson. How you doing? I think once I'm to, what am I at currently? 10 spirit orbs? I'll do 2 more shrines before I go to the statue, and then I'll upgrade my stamina wheel so I can have a 3rd one. And then from there on out, I think I'm gonna do heart containers and exclusively heart containers. I can't imagine needing 3 stamina wheels. Seems like it might be a smidge ridiculous. Though granted, I feel like hearts, or raising your maximum hearts is a lot more easy and useful than raising your max stamina. So to a point, it might be useless to up my hearts anymore. I can just make a lot of heart and maxing food, whereas making heart stamina maxing elixir is kind of it's very one use. Incorrect. Why incorrect? What's incorrect? Just keep making hearty Duran meals and upgrade stamina. Probably not the worst idea. Did that even hit them? It did not hit them. Guys! This really doesn't reach as far as I thought it did. But also, there's literally no reason to attack them. What's the maximum number of heart containers you can get in this game? Like if you were to purely upgrade hearts out of curiosity. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure it does reach a cap at some point on both of them. It's just that on one of them, you can't max them out entirely. Actually, I think stamina maxes out at 3. Am I right? Or is it 4? Now that I think about it, I really do not have that many upgrades left. Cause have I done 77, 78 shrines? Once I get these 2 spirit orbs, I'll be at 80. I'll have 40 shrines left. That's only 10 upgrades. Also, my radar's going off and I only just noticed. I was right. There was a second among us. I'm just gonna run toward it before eventually finding that, wow, it's underground or in the side of the mountain or nanner. Definitely not in the side of the mountain, given that unless Cold Snap Hollow has a cave here, which fully possible. Whatever it is, I have the greatest feeling that it's not what it seems. I'm gonna put on my snow boots, because I haven't had those on, because I'm an idiot, actually. Did you know that? Actual living imbecile here. Great, we're already to the point where I don't know where to run to. I think it's here. But the signal's getting weaker, and therefore... yeah, something's afoot here. It's definitely gonna be under something. I assume it's not merely at the peak. Pretty sure I've been to the peak. I have. There was a Korok. Why, how is it I'm still going in the right direction, but the signal's getting weaker as I go into the right direction? Something's afoot here. I'm gonna jump down. There we are. Hey, buddy. I'm gonna, if it's all right with you, I'm gonna just land in here, not bother destroying all the stuff. All right, gamers, rise up. Metal weapons create sparks that can be used to light a fire. That one has water, and it's a major test of strength. Probably gonna use that spear and claymore, and also health. Alright. Am I wearing the right clothes? No, because I'm wearing the snow boots. Cool, let's go. You better drop a really heckin' good sword. I know you're going to. You're gonna at the very least drop the really good guardian sword. That's like 40 damage. And this is already going flawlessly. This, but unironically. Also, that defense boost was a lot higher than I needed it to be. He's doing the thing. Guys, he's doing it. The absolute Chad. It's gonna be the spear that gets me every time, because he always does it immediately after another attack, and I attack immediately after another attack, and the spear's just faster than everything he's got, which, you know, makes sense. I like how it wasn't in range anyway, but it still counted as a flurry rush. See, I haven't properly dodged the spear yet. There you go. Yeah, let's stay with the spear. That was a very short, flurry rush there. Oh, he's doing this, meaning I didn't need to run away. There we go. I'm gonna probably drop the battle axe and pick up the spear, because my other spear is about to break. My other spear did break. Oh, shit. What do I have now? Yeah, it's pretty decent. Actually, I don't need that. And I don't know what it's going to give me up here. The defense boost lasted just long enough. Royal Clay, the thing that I broke while in the fight, but the axe is basically just an objectively better version of that, so bye! Confession, I started another stream while waiting for you and, yeah. Epic. Who were you watching? Was it Al? Welcome, Donnie. How you doing? Guys, I can't get out of here. Guys, I can't get out of here. Guys, what do I do? Guys. I, teleport here and then head to red land. Was not. Who was it? Guy named Bucklington. No idea. Hey, look, it's the Fortnite. Oh, I need to put on my warming headband. Let's circle it. Oh yeah, forgot someone lived here. Sell me spot. Okay, let's head to the red beacon. Is that the only beacon I have active now? Cool. At the start of the stream, I had basically every beacon active. That's nice. What's the Fortnite? Tell me. You're the Fortnite. Nah, man. Tell me. Nah, man. I'm Jerry. I see we have a new viewer. Welcome, Jerry. Alright, radar. Scream at me if there are shrines. You know, do the thing you're programmed to do. I call you to make sure this joke will never end. There's a shrine! Is it the red one that I labeled? Is that a shrine, in fact? No, because it's apparently very strongly in this direction. This game is basically hunt for 120 weirdly specific spots. The game. Game of the year. Also, I see that rock that can be blown up. I don't think it is. He did it. The madman himself. Oh, that's the wrong way. So, allegedly, it's this way. Were you able to make out what I said? What did you say? Well, all of a sudden, I'm going in the wrong direction. Boomy's signature move is running up my dad's phone bill. Well, now I'm getting no signal whatsoever. Well, now I am. Stuff I am. I didn't like that. I didn't like it the first time you said it in the chat either, though. So. Where is this thing? It's not just at the top, is it? That would be simple. And this place really doesn't like simple. This place likes hiding its shrines under everything. I didn't want to know. According to this, it's just up there. But some part of me's doubting that, because we've been through this ordeal before. Oh, I'm cold. Yes, you did. Lib. Okay, well, we're up here now, where the thing is still, it's very screamy at me, actually. Like, absurdly so. Which tells me it's in the mountain. That's what I'm taking away from that. Because if it were just at the top here, I would have seen it from the tower and marked it. Theoretically. Sorry, buddy. I'll get back to you later. Okay, the signal just stopped getting... Nope, it's strong as ever. Why is it not actually beeping anymore? Because I'm technically in a fight. I keep thinking it's waning, but no, it's just... Is there one I can see from here? I see there's a guardian in that direction. That's really nice. Okay, now it's starting to wane. Which tells me... Whoa! BRB marking a thing I probably have already marked. I have. With 2 beacon? Huh? I'm thinking I need to be, just like climbing along the side of this mountain to see if it leads me anywhere. The sword that seals the darkness and mines. Okay, so I'm under the assumption that's gonna be more mining. Okay, that's not what my assumption was. My assumption was Korok seed. I'm back to square one, aren't I? Should have stayed up there where I had a vantage point to look at things. Because now I'm just staring at the side of the mountain wondering, hey, are any of these walls bombable? I'm not reading what Donnie said. I'm not reading any of what Donnie just said. You people can read that. What's up this pathway, I wonder? Why is it sunny all of a sudden? Was this part of the shield surfing course? There's a snowball, but I don't know where it would go if I threw it. Should I just try it? Oh, it's rolling already. Okay. Have fun, little guy. Oh, chatbot just rewound for some reason. Refreshed.
Mifa's grace is ready.
Thank you. I do need that pretty regularly. Why did that not fully? Well, that was definitely Korok. I just set myself aflame. Or it's not Korok. Or it's like actually nothing. Or wait. Is it one of those? Was it hiding a sprout that is now elsewhere? Perhaps. I don't think it was. But I did hear like a little chime. So, I don't know. That was a good haul of jewels. Insert vape joke here. Black dark ketamine. Chris Pratt. Something tells me Tommy doesn't know anything about Chris Pratt's personal life. I think we know something he doesn't. Jurassic Whirl. Gardens of Galaxy. And thus I got one piece of flint and one piece of luminous stone. Oh, award? Huh? Perky Shrek. I don't like this. Pants and reproduction? That's funny. Good. Let's go back to searching for this shrine. I see it. I found it. And what a surprise. Wow, it literally just is in the side. I just needed to look over one specific ledge to find it. Leg move. Forgot he was in that. What is award referring to? Piss in jars. Puss in boots? Huh? Another major test of strength? Onward. Oh, he is in that. Forgot about that. Magdalsant Sveen. I remember vaguely wanting to watch that movie. This one's going fast. Down he goes. Did he drop the sword? Yes, he did. Srat Ward's Oboe 1 Kuntobi. You ever just played different music from a game or something else to fit the mood on whatever you're playing at the moment? Not generally. I make it a point to not play music while I play video games. Unless it's Tetris 99 and it's the same song over and over. Then I blare Tool while flipping and snacking. Said snacking, flipping and stacking. Alright, cool. Avugu Abe Olbron. He wasn't in that. Why another diamond? Granted, it's just coincidence that I happen to get two here. I got one in an earlier shrine. That's why I said that. He in infertile work. Infertile work. Are we at 12 now? He also wasn't in Skyrim or Halo 4. Granted, I kind of stopped paying attention at a certain point. But then I went back and, yeah. See, Donnie was sticking to the theme. And Avengers Endgame 2019 by the Russo brothers. We're at 80. We got 40 shrines left. We're 2/3 of the way through the game. Oh, I need to put my my cooling headband on. My heating headband, sorry. Now then, let's head in the direction I said we were headed before getting sidetracked. Looking for a shrine isn't getting sidetracked. It's doing literally the thing I need to do to get 100%. Whereas I don't think this red beacon is actually a is a shrine. I think it's just, hey, we should explore this eventually, because I haven't. Crap Mercum Wininin soul. Wininin. Human rights are subjective. I'm gonna stop responding to anything you people say. That last one took me a bit. Human rights are subject. Is that Civil War? The incel age. Is human rights are subjective a reference, or are you just being stupid? I'm gonna take it to mean Civil War. Yeah! I'm just being stupid. No, that one's Winter Soldier. I'm taking human rights are subjective to be your bastardization of Civil War. Because that's what the Civil War was about. This is a joke I'm making. Ow. Carpin Marvel. Wow. Wow, I wonder what that one is. See, once you introduce the really obscure bastardizations, none of the others are gonna be funny anymore. Or then it's not a game anymore. You turned it into a game, and now it's not a game. Carpal tunnel, the Tifrost of Vingro. Of Vingro. I hate this. I really want them to stop giving me Knight's Shields. Carpal tunnel. Oh, I'm out of purely healing food. Whatever. I don't need it. I'll probably need a max heart one in a second. Nope, that almost hurt me. Ow! That was definitely a murder. That was definitely, bad. Arthritis, ag in ungodly, ungo. It's curl. Guess which one that is? Doctor Strange. It's not a movie. Is it a political party? Is it a video game? Ooh, frost spear. Let me drop this for a second. That's 20. Yeah, that's better. A perfect pre-sale. Hey, fuck you. Pissifer. Alright, have I run down to the bottom of this basin before? Let's try it. Or float down. Yeah, I've been here. I don't think there are any shrines. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna discover anything new down here. If I messed with that, actually that's the first one I destroyed, so yes. Okay, I think I feel like I'm done in this area. I feel like I don't need to be here anymore. You concur, my fellow gamers? I think what I should do next is I think I'm gonna head into Gerudo and search for that for those Leviathan bones, wherever they might be. Gerudo to the southwest. Southwest. Oh, that's just like way down here. There, it's right there. It shows me where it is. Granted, I don't think I've ventured that deep into the southwest of Gerudo, so this will be a journey for all of us. Unless, of course, that's it. We'll mark that too. There's lots of specimens, but I think that's the one, given that it has the giant skull and everything. We forgot Thug Ring Around the Rosie. Alright, into Gerudo we go. Given that I haven't gone that far in the southwest, I wouldn't be surprised if we found a shrine. First, I'm pretty sure there's a skeleton in town, which I'll check out. Not statue. Did I say skeleton? I think I did. And no one would have questioned me if I had kept it like that. Let's go there, actually. I don't want to walk 4 feet. Really hard, man. Alright, let's go in. English now. I made a Stream Vibes playlist on YouTube because I like doing the music while you do the vidya. So that's my life. Nice. Cool and fun. Oh, I need to change into girl clothes. Oh no. Imagine if I sold these. Wouldn't that be dumb? Okay, where am I going? Over here, somewhere at the in the outskirts. There is a treasure chest apparently that I never discovered. That's cool, I guess. Golden bow, I don't want that. But thank you for asking. There it is, the statue. In exchange for 4 spirit orbs, Give me stamina. Okay, one more and I'll be at 3 wheels. Isn't that dandy? I'm at 3 full stamina wheels now. I'm so powerful! No need to increase your stamina wheel further. Alright, I've reached the cap on that. Now I can only upgrade my... I assume you're not gonna let me do anything, because I don't have any spirit orbs. Okay, I wanted to see if it would, like, show me that my only option now is, heart containers. Also, I have to keep my phone face up during these streams, because I never know when Boomy's gonna do his thing. I would take that as incentive to keep it face down. Stamina wheel looks weird now. I don't like the 2 outlines. But it means I am powerful with a capital P. I don't know how to board the sand seals, and I should probably know how to board the sand seals, because I definitely knew how to do that on my first playthrough, and never bothered to learn here, because I just sucked up paying the 20 rupees, to rent one. So, sand seal, Breath of the Wild. If I don't have to pay 20 rupees, I'm not going to pay 20 rupees. Granted, I have 3,157, so it's really no skin off my back. Link can approach them after temporarily stunning them using bomb arrows or remote bombs. I must approach them very slowly due to their sensitivity to sound. Okay, either sneak up on them or bomb them. Trained sand seals are red in color, faster, and will wait for their rider instead of running off the moment they're dismounted. Actually, if I'm going to be rushing around in the southeast, I probably should have a trained one that'll stay with me and go back to sleep. Haha. Kinda like how I never spend any currency in video games. Yeah, no, I definitely try not to. I just watched a cursed juice ad.
Only 20 rupees.
Oh, let's seal the deal. It's weird that the affirmative response is the second one down, and the first one is asking, what? What is this? Alright, here we are. Where am I headed? Where are we headed, boys? To the green beacon. Go straight through the plants that slow me down. Favorite singer is Korg Copenhagen. What is this spot? Besides, I guess, just an enemy hideout? Okay, you stay. Which one of you did that? Oh no, I have to actually like pay attention to my life now. That's annoying. Me and the boys going to the liberal store to harass some minorities. I didn't like that. Is the sand seal still here? Did it respawn me without the sand seal? Is that my penalty? everything is as it was, but I don't have the sand seal anymore. That would suck. But I think that is indeed what it just did to me. That was a good use of 20 rupees now, wasn't it? Nah, I'm just gonna keep dying over and over. Cool, really glad I bought that sand seal. And that now I'm stuck having to run across the desert. Is it weak to ice? Did I not know that was a thing? Definitely weak to ice. Fucking okay. I'm trying to use Urbosa's Fury, but it takes forever to charge up if you got a big weapon. So maybe I shouldn't be using the big weapon. There's an idea. Oh, I don't think they're weak to ice. I think what's been happening is I'm shooting with the three for bow. So one of the arrows freezes them and the other one hits them. So it only takes one shot, which is, you know, nice. Let's see if I can freeze all these boys at once. Doubt. Let's see if I can freeze one of them. I did it. Well. And then proceeded to bomb only that one. Hey! That was a fight, I guess. That even hit the Zelda in the distance. Frostblade's badly damaged. Don't I have a frost spear as well? Well, that's the last of my bomb arrows. Good job, Cam. There's a lot of ice. There's still a Bokoblin, I guess. Okay, not a Bokoblin, a Lazelfos, I assume. And it had to kill me! It had to have a shock arrow, and it had to do that. You ready to watch the same fight for the 40th time? Why am I even doing this fight? I'm gonna need to come back here with a sand seal anyway. Proceeds to do fight. I mean, I might as well do it now when I am not at risk of because unless a blood moon happens to happen, then these guys won't respawn after the fight, so might as well get rid of them and then come back with the sand seal and just pass them by. But since I'm gonna have to fast travel back there anyway, I think this is gonna be after this fight, that'll be the end of the stream. Oh, I'm not wearing good armor. I'm still wearing the nothing armor. That might have to do with my deaths. He can still I see defense doesn't actually matter in this game, as I suspected. Cam wins a fight exclusively with ice arrows. So I think there's the one more Lizalfos somewhere, yeah. Baked palm fruit. I burned it by accident. Best way to cook things. Bomb them. Oh, there's one more. Hey buddy, how you doing? The power of ice destroys all. And shock arrows, cool. I'll take that. Any of the others drop shock arrows perchance? Granted, I don't need that many shock arrows. As in, I don't need shock arrows. I straight up need regular arrows most of all. Well, and I did just run out of bomb arrows. What are your thoughts on floors? That was a lot for one sapphire. And some apples. One apple. I don't know where the rest went. Alright, let's fast travel back. We barely made it out of Gerudo Town anyway. Yeah, we're gonna fast travel back. And next stream, done. You know, there's nothing more disappointing than receiving a friend request on Switch thinking it's from an old face you knew, only to find out it's some random person, and now I'm a bit upset by that. Aw. Okay, so I'm going to end the stream now. Next time, which might be tomorrow, might not. I don't know how tomorrow's gonna progress. Really, probably not till like 7 p.m. though, so I'm sure I'll be able to stream. Or I'll edit. If I don't get a chance to edit tomorrow, then I'll do that instead. So maybe stream tomorrow, maybe not. Regardless, next stream, I'm gonna rent a sand seal and redo what I just tried to do and actually make it out there this time. And in addition, I think we'll just like explore these little regions right here and right here that I don't think I ever covered in any way, shape, or form, because I'm sure there's probably 1 or 2 shrines that we missed out on. So I'm gonna save again because I always save 15,000 times when trying to do things. Thank you for joining me. I will see you nerds later. I didn't switch my armor this time for the fight. I'm still in woman clothes. All right, see you nerds later. Thank you for joining me. Yeah.